Right. So, regarding the 80s, once again, we're aware that movie studios, both big and low budget, flooded the theaters with original ideas, concept, and of course, creativity, where at the time there were less studio interferences. Nowadays, it's all about sequels, legacy sequels, Happy Meal franchises, reboots, remake, and too many comic book movies. So, Dave, what's your outlook on today's cinema?
I listen. If it ends up in a Happy Meal, then I'm happy. I remember Star Trek: The Motion Picture. I know this isn't the real answer to the question, but you said Happy Meal, so I'm glomming onto that because I remember in 1979 Star Trek: The Motion Picture. That was the first licensed Happy Meal tie-in. And I remember I could not wait to race to McDonald's. You know, I remember seeing commercials with a Klingon speaking the whole commercial in Klingonese in the language, you know, talking about Happy Meals. And listen, I already was sold that I was going to see Star Trek: The Motion Picture. So the advantage of having a Happy Meal with a cool box and a trinket in the box was exciting to me.
Great.
Contemporary times, I've come to accept the fact that there's always going to be reboots, requels, you know, restarts, legacy sequels, all the terminology about, you know, Scream and Scream Again and everything in between. You know, I can't wait to see the Indiana Jones movie this summer. Like, how fortunate are we that the grumpy Harrison Ford is more than happy to, at rounding 80 years old, to put himself in harm's way for our entertainment. And you know that we'll love it, and there will be a great film around that, regardless of what you might think of Crystal Skull, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Yeah,
but it's like, we should be so happy that this stuff is around because there's plenty of unique and original stuff. And here's my ultimate take on it. My ultimate take is that you can never take away from the original. So our childhoods aren't being ruined if there's more. You know, there's certain elements of, like, I loved Star Trek when I was a kid. I love a lot of Star Trek now. There are certain shows that I just don't like anymore. You know, I try to watch them and I'm like, I feel like it's not for me. I didn't like Picard season 1 and I avoided season 2 because season 1 I didn't like. But I'm loving Picard season 3 because it's reuniting the Next Generation cast in a story that's pretty much straight out of, you know, Wrath of Khan in terms of the way it looks. And it's okay if you're tapping stuff that's already proven and you're just sort of, it's a retread. You can choose not to see it. There's plenty of original stuff out there. There's mountains of movies that we all have yet to see. So if they want to keep these franchises alive so they can keep on selling us toys and merchandise, listen, we are in control, or we should be in control of our own wallets. And we can vote with our dollars or not. And it comes down to you. So why complain about things? Either see it or don't. Don't ruin it for the others.